Okay, usually when we power up the aircraft, we will see this page on the FMC or FMS. On this page we can identify the aircraft engine model and engine rating. Actually here is written Boeing 737-800 winglet 26K, and we can also check the database expire date. For this database we have the February 27th until March 25th, which means we have plenty of time, and we can check the date, time and version of the FMS. Usually we start by pressing the index and then items. We have this page. Next page would be on position. When we press the position, usually the FMS are designed in a way that when we press this button, it will go to the next page which we need to fill. In FMS, usually we have some dash lines like this, like here, and some boxes. On the boxes, we need to fill the data. On the dash line, if we fill, we would have better performance of the FMS. Okay, today we are in Izmir, so I'm using my operational flight plan, the data which are here. So in order to set the position for the IRS, right now we need to enter the aircraft position. We can set the airport, which is the reference airport, gate, and we can set the latitude and longitude position. Now we are in Izmir. The ICO 4 letter is Lima, Tango, Bravo, Juliet. I put on the airport. I can use the latitude longitude from here, or on the 737 NGs, as far as we are using the GPS, it's more recommended to use the location from the GPS. I'm using the location from the left GPS, which is more accurate than the location of the airport's reference points. When I enter this location, my instruments will build up and we can have the data, of course, after that 7 minutes I mentioned already. The next page, which is written here, is route page. When I press here, I have some data I need to fill. Here, as you see, it's some dash line, so we can put it, otherwise the FMC will pick up the original part from the previous page. But I try to fill each and every place. So we are in Izmir and our destination is Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen, Lima Tango, Fox Juliet Lima. As a destination, today we are expecting to take off from runway 34 right, so on runway set, and flight number is 2207. The 3-letter code of the company and the flight number. So it's the first page. We can go to the next page by this button. I press the next button and it's asking me, okay, where are you going to as the first waypoint? My first waypoint in our route today is Bergo. So I put Bergo. After Bergo, we are following Uniform Golf 80 airway. Upper Golf 80 is set. And then we have Dukla. Yankee 371. And final waypoint would be Izmal. As you see here, we can add the routes and here the waypoints. just I press activate, but do not execute. As far as the second pilot in the aircraft should check, and if the data are correct, he will execute the FMC according to our company regulation. Now we don't have any other next page right here. As I press, nothing will happen. So I will go through the FMC from top left, and we will check all pages together. Init is one of the most important pages. When I press, I will go to the page that I need to fill first, and usually the init page is doing that. So when I press right now, I go to performance init page. So in performance init page, we have some boxes, so we need to fill each and every box. On the cost index today, our cost index is 28. Reserve fuel is 2.5. Actually, I'm taking all these data from the operational flight plan. Zero fuel weight 44.3. We are quite light today. And cruise level 280. As far as the flight is not so long, here we can add the average cruise wind. I don't have this data in my operational flight plan. Some companies provide that and they can put it, but as far as I don't have it here, I do not enter anything, and I will use each and every waypoint wind later on, as you will see. The RIT at the altitude would be minus 47 today. And the transition altitude should be checked from the airport charts. I'm not sure what is the transition altitude here usually. 10,000 feet. Okay, it's already here. I have another page here. I can check N1. I need the airport OAT. So 7 degrees. Perfect. It's set. Again, I can press it. Here is the takeoff speeds. We will calculate later on when we have the actual weight of the aircraft. The zero fuel weight that I just entered is only the expected weight and is not the actual one. But on the next page, on takeoff performance page, I can set acceleration height and thrust reduction height, which is in company 800 for acceleration height and thrust reduction height 800 for domestic flights. So there is no other next page here, and init ref page is already checked and complete. Route is already done. There is no item here. On the climb page, I can set up the climb speed. Right now we have the econ climb speed here. I put 250 below 10,000 feet for climb. For cruise, we can check the data here. And for descent, also I put speed 250 below 10,000 feet according to regulations. And also I would like to descend at the speed Mach decimal 68 transition by 280 knots. On the forecast page, I can have some data for our descent. Transition altitude in our destination is usually 130. I have it. Later on, just before descent, when we receive the accurate data of meteorology of our destination, I will fill this part. But for descent, I can check my operational flight plan. We have different altitude speeds. Wind speed actually 200 and 100 flight level. At 200 during descent, the wind would be from 4 degrees 28 knots, and at 10,000 feet is 22 degrees 15 knots. So the descent page is also finished, and there is no next page right here. I go to menu. Nothing special to do. In menu we can go through the FMC data link or other part of the FMS operation. On the leg page, we have the waypoints. I go through the route data, so I can put the each and every waypoint which is available in our operational flight plan. Regular waypoint, the wind is 338, 31 degree. In Ismail, 343.28 knots. So even though I didn't add the average cruise wind on the init ref page, as you remember, now for each and every waypoint we have the wind, so the FMS is accurately calculating the performance. On the next page, departure and arrival, easily I will add the departure or arrival. For our flight, runway 34 right is already selected. When I select here, I have the SIDs which are related to this runway. For today, we are expecting to execute Virgo 1 Echo departure, which is here. And again, I press departure arrival. I will add the star. I am expecting to execute ILS runway 06 at our destination with Ismail 1 Golf. Let's find Ismail 1 Golf. Enable a speed restriction. Okay, no problem. We will find some correction item for that. Drag required after this waypoint. This is all calculation from the FMS. We have the first holding available data here, which is Herker in our flight plan. In the progress page, I can check the distance. Today is 275, which will be checked usually with the operational flight plan. The fuel quantity is written right here. And one page, we have field. Right now, everything here on the fixed page, I can add some waypoints to use during the flight. So now the FMC on the Boeing 737 is set up. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Today we set up FMS Izmir